Welcome to Unsung, a weekly series where we highlight and chronicle underground MCs who may have not gotten the flowers they deserve from mainstream media or even hip-hop. My name is Factz, and it's a journey I've always wanted to do. If you love this content, like, share, subscribe, comment. Also, leave in the comments MCs you think or believe should be on Unsung. Not only am I hoping we have the same pitch, I'm hoping to learn about some MCs I never heard of. The artists appreciate it, and I'm clearly grateful for the support. In the late 90s to the mid-2000s, there were a ton of MCs who just were unbelievably talented. If they didn't get a record deal where they had a hit single, they either put out a sleeper project or were mixtape staples. Some MCs were even mainstay feature artists that you could count on to be incredible. On our 7th episode, we're going to go through the Holland Tunnel and stop in Jersey for this particular MC who was absolutely going ballistic in the early 2000s on mixtapes and features and was poised to be a force to be reckoned with. That MC's name is Hitchcock. Y'all know how we do. I make it my business to let y'all know how the person is doing before we get into anything about their careers. Hitchcock currently is alive and well. His last post on IG was in December celebrating his 45th birthday. Congrats to that. He got a Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube channel. His music is on there and his website, hitchcockjc.com. Please go and support whatever that brother's doing. Word around town, he got some new music on the horizon. We hope this Unsung reaches you the same way it has reached everybody else. We love you, Hitchcock. So if you notice in these Unsungs, they are coming from my perspective as a fan, and normally everyone shares the same experience. I promise, this premise of hip-hop is unbelievable. In the early 2000s, I was a Joe Budden fan. You couldn't tell me nothing about Joe Budden. I knew he was going to be the guy after Fab, courtesy of DJ Clue. Shout to Clue. His album dropped, we loved it. He began doing mixtapes with a group called 18 featuring Ransom and Hitchcock. This duo, in my opinion, understood the science and had the authenticity to match it, and they were hailing from Jersey City. Between Ransom's rugged street tales and Hitchcock's smooth hustler demeanor, I knew Clue was building something beautiful, learning from Rockefeller. Let's check out this tri-state freestyle from Hitchcock. Then I want to go into his style a little bit so you can see why he was unsung to me.
To the block. Now my niggas made it to the top, but we still keep the razors in the Glocks with the lasers on the top. And y'all gon' hate it when I drop, and I never conversated with a cop. Stop calling police, you thought it was sweet. I'm more than a beast. When I hold court in the street, I slaughtered a beat in order to eat. Y'all thought I was sleep. I'm on the block with the water for cheap, nigga. We got O's, the block closed, cause I'm in the street like potholes. The watch froze, like I left it in the freezer. Reach, I'ma hit you with the Nina and get up in your ass like Rowema. Clapping the 9, you happen to rhyme, but you really can't shoot like Jack is the line. When I hit you in the back of the spine, yeah, this cat is prime, so you need to fall back in the line. Nigga, your boy been a threat, got guns, got intertext, and I got a high-speed connect like the internet. I ain't finished yet, spraying the Wesson. Niggas real, but they still gotta pay for protection. I don't care what you say in your session. You a buster, now you like Usher, making confessions, so I hope you taking your lessons. Me, I ain't wasting a second, my gun loaded, no tracing a weapon. So come approach me, I be mostly on a low key. You don't know me, cause I blow 3 through your goatee. Then I go reach for a whole key, then go OT. Controlling the streets before I had no one to reach. Now everybody that I know wanna flow on the beat. I don't care what you stole on the streets, cause I keep a blade like the Wayne Wade. I be holding the heat.
Hitchcock followed the formula, punchlines, multis, vivid tales about what he saw in Jersey, and most of all, brutal honesty of the street life in the early 2000s post the 90s crack era. These guys just were crazy. Him and Ransom studied the game tapes, and Clue gave them the baton and they ran with it. They shot tons of videos for DVDs before YouTube, collaborated with Stack Bundles, Joe Budden, Fab, Gravy, Joel Santana, whoever was literally in that tri-state area. One thing I want to mention about the 18 I hated that people constantly wanted to know who was better between Ransom and Hitchcock. For me, I thought they complemented each other. Rap is a sport and competitive, and I'm not saying that they weren't, but they a group, and they were really nice. And to see people comparing them felt useless and pointless at this juncture in their careers. They kept pushing through, though, putting out music. And listen, those hardwood classic mixtapes, bro, dog. I think they dropped maybe like 3 or 4 volumes of them joints. They was rocking in the streets, bro. And it was the Jersey era. So think about hardwood classics. It was the throwback Jersey era. They was from New Jersey. That's insane, bro. I just thought it was clever how they put that together. Now, check out one of my favorite verses from Hitchcock. I actually like what Ransom did on this joint too, but it's the sound of the song. So y'all probably gonna be like, this is one of your favorite songs out of all of the freestyles they did, out of all of the songs they did. Yes, this joint right here, I love to death. It's called Candy, right? Over the famous record. They reproduced it and listen to it.
Like Danny Glover, the black hot like Miami brother. Cause my coat be white in the winter and it's tan in summer. Sandy colored, the whip stay candy colored. No matter the price, my family covered. It's a rap, so get your gat. I'm about to take it back in the days I had a kicks, mix and match. Remember that? Picture that while I pitch the crack. I've been on top with the rock before the diplomats. Just relax, it's just a fact. You think I work for UPS the way I flip a pack? I'm sick of rap, I got clips of crap. So hit the jack and watch I triple back. Tap the bottles and twist the cap. Still sipping OE, still twisting black. Still flipping OCs, still get your smack. Whatever you need, I can get you that. It's like candy, man. Fiends call it but a pecan sandy green. This here's my jammy jam. I'm in the club with a mink and a hawk like I'm Candy Man. It's like, yeah, it's like.
Yo, the nigga said I'm in the club with a mink and a hawk like I'm Candy Man. That's one of my favorite bars. Then after a while, we stopped seeing Ransom with him. He was rapping by himself. I don't know what fully went there and why they went separate ways, but as somebody who used to be in a group, you know, it's difficult to keep that stuff together because somebody always want to go solo and do their own thing. Whatever the reason for his hiatus, he came back full force on the family reunion record with Fab and Joe, which was met with open arms for Mood Music 3. And again, Hitchcock held his own. Mind you, we hadn't heard from Hitchcock in a while, and yeah, he still had it. I am the silence before the storm. Lincoln Park the Audubon. Slaying rock on the slaying block that the water on. I be more than gone. Run and get your order form. Next time I record a song, go and put my daughter on. Cause she really than most niggas. I tote triggers for you broke niggas and gold diggers with no figures. That's why I palm the heater for all you non-believers. I'm on your ass like white on rice, I'm Condoleezza. Better call the preacher. You trying to get on the feature. Better get your casket, bastard. I'm gonna eat you. We ain't in the same weight class. Your fake ass couldn't stop a nigga with brake pads. I'm way past anything that you ever did. I'm better, kid, and we never sweat a bit. It's easy to get a sig. In the bing, I'm like Ving Rhames. I bring pain. I sling Kang off the wing like Ving James. Y'all doubting who? When I spit the whole lead, they be calling cold red like Mountain Dew. Before I count to 2, you getting your back blown. Because your minutes are the minutes like a track phone. Get back, homes. I'm back on my shit. I don't mingle like Pringles. I'm stacking my chips. Clapping my fifth. You the test me type. Coming out with a blade to get Wesley sniped. So the cops could arrest me, right? It's not happening. You ain't never gonna get on, so stop rapping. H2O coming this summer, you stop asking. All heat like Wall Street, you stop crashing. When the hood heard Hitchcock was back, we was excited. This was the hiphopgame.com days. And then, we here. Then the blog era and World Star Hip Hop. And Ransom again by himself and Hitchcock nowhere to be found. Fast forward, I spoke to him on the phone. And it was the mid-2010s and it was refreshing to hear, but still no music. Then out of nowhere, Peter Luger, Sayonara Summer after the pandemic was over and he still had the skills. This brother's ultra talented. I really believe now with Ransom and his resurgence, to see Hitchcock on that type of time would be really crazy. It would be received well if he put the effort in, but I can also tell his mind is on other things like family and his love for art, which I'm okay with. You know, I respect that. Salute to that. In any event, we rock with Hitchcock over here and love his contribution to the art form, whether it was solo or with the A-Team. He held his own with the mixtape staples of that time. We never got a solo project or joint album with Ransom, but that brother Hitchcock, to me, is still unsung. What do you think about Hitchcock? Were you a fan before? Are you new to what he was about? Tell us down below in the comments. We'll be back next week with another MC, and let me know below who we should discuss next. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Pull up on us on the Patreon, and definitely, please, I'm asking you guys, sign up to Pendulum Inc., and we'll see you next week because we going to Philly. Yeah. Peace.